The Isle of Wight, a small island of the United Kingdom, is home to 140,000 citizens, and also the hub for a new smart grid initiative that will help reduce emissions and waste by integrating the island's future solar, tidal, geothermal, and wind power. The goal is to turn the Isle of Wight into the ultimate eco-island, the first truly sustainable region of the UK. EcoIsland is also home to Andy Stanford-Clark, Chief Technology Officer for IBM Smarter Energy in the UK and Ireland, and in a 3-part video diary series, he'll offer a glimpse into life on the island.
This is my house, and if you Google for the house that twitters, this is the house that you'll find. And I'm going to show you some of the technology that's inside the house that allows me to monitor the energy and do some home automation from various experiments I've been doing over the last 3 or 4 years. So this is my electricity meter, where we put on the various sensors that monitor how much power the house is using. You can see a few of them there. And the way it works is that we have a little monitor, so you can hear me earlier, there we go, look, which is a transmitter and a CT clamp. And what we do is we clip the clamp onto the wire, like so. That goes round the wire, and then the transmitter sends the data up to the display unit, which is upstairs, and we're going to have a look there in a moment. And upstairs in my study is where we have the current cost displays. These two usually show about the same reading. They're taking off 2 different sensors, and they're receiving the data from those clamps downstairs, and which is wirelessly transmitted upstairs. This is the famous ambient orb that tells me at a glance how much power we're using in the home. At the moment it's green, which means we're not using very much power. But if something changes and something gets turned on, there it goes, it may well turn red. Or if it needs to tell me about something else, it might turn, let's say, blue. Or indeed purple. So under software control I can make this turn any colour of the rainbow. But normally it's busy telling us how much power the house is using, and at a glance we can see if it's green, amber or red, which tells us that we're healthy, or if we're left something on that's using lots and lots of electricity, which can be very helpful to find out when something's on that we didn't know was on. Now the nerve centre of the house, the computer that controls all this energy monitoring and home automation, is this little box here. It's quite small. It only uses 10 watts of power, so it only costs about £10 a year in electricity to run. And as you can see, there are all kinds of wires plugged into it. That's where all the data from all those sensors we've been looking at flows into using IBM's Smarter Planet Messaging Technology, MQTT, and that's where the really small message broker is sitting, which allows different applications in the house to publish and subscribe to information that's flying around in the house. So there's different displays, the different sensors are all linked together. So as well as monitoring how much power the house is using and looking at other sensor data in the house, I can also control things. And we've got some of the electrical appliances, like the lights here, rigged up to a system which allows me to control them from the internet or from my phone or from other devices. And the way this works is that my phone sends a signal using MQTT to a message broker on the internet over 3G. That signal comes from the broker down to our house, and then it sends a message out across the wires to make the light come on. And it usually takes less time to do it than just to explain it before the lights actually come on and light the place up. And we can also turn them off, of course. The technologies you've seen here are going to be used directly on the EcoIsland project to help transform the Isle of Wight into an energy self-sufficient island by 2020.
Stay tuned for part 2 of Andy's video diary, where he will provide insight into how the village of Chale on EcoIsland is becoming smarter by using similar energy monitoring capabilities.